So hey, another stop here. We are at the Truma Club, and joining me today is Mark Howlett. Mark, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Kind of educate the folks on, what Truma, who Truma is. It's kind of an unusual name. There might be a story there. Let's start there.
Okay. Yeah. So there actually is some history going back to post World War II when in Germany. So Truma is a German company. We're founded in Munich, and the name Truma actually comes from Harry S. Truman. So the founder, Philip Kreis, actually benefited from this Marshall Plan that was put in place in Germany to help rebuild the country, and he actually sent a letter to Truman asking if he could use his name because people knew who Truman was, and he knew that he could associate the name back to the company. So he dropped the N because it didn't sound the same in German. But we actually have a letter in our museum in Munich where it actually is from Harry S. Truman saying, yes, I'm honored to allow you to use my name. And we actually still hanging up there.
Really?
So
for you youngsters, in case you don't know, Harry S. Truman was a U.S. president at the end of World War II.
Yes.
Now, you folks are somewhat new to the North American market, but doing RVs for over 60 years, something like that?
We were actually founded in 1949. So this year we actually celebrate our 70th anniversary. Still a family-run company. The grandson, so on the third generation now, the company. And we actually came to North America. We founded the company in 2013. We started selling our products in 2015. So we're still fairly new here to the market 4 years in. We were introducing new products, but yeah, we have been very well established. You will not find an RV in the European market that does not have a Truma on it already. So we have about 90% market share in the European market. Yes,
that's amazing. Congratulations. So, which is a good lead into. So, why is Truma so popular? Is it quality? Is it design? Is it sturdiness? What makes it so popular?
Yeah, I think there's several things. As far as the technology, we invest heavily in our engineering. We have close to 80 engineers as part of our team who work out of our Munich facility where our headquarters are. We do a lot of R&D testing and development. There's always, we don't do anything that we can't do well as well, so we're always looking to improve with the technology. Overall quality, we build, our systems are built to the highest level of quality, automotive level when it comes to control of processes and tooling, which adds a certain level. And there's an expectation from Europeans that they buy something, they expect it to last forever. I recall the first time I was on a show in Dusseldorf, the largest consumer show in the world takes place in Dusseldorf every end of August, beginning of September. They had about 210,000 people go through that show. First time I attended that show.
The size of this one.
Yes, it's extremely large. So it gives you a good feel for what the industry is, and that market is less than half of the market for North America. But the end consumer, there was an old gentleman that brought in. We had an old heater, and it was probably about 30 years old. He brought it up to the counter, and he said it doesn't work. And the guys kind of looked at them. They were speaking in German, and I asked them afterwards. I said, "What was he complaining about?" He's like, "Well, he brought this in, and he expected that it would last forever and work forever, and it had been working for 30 years, and it wasn't working anymore." So that's the mentality, and that's something that we don't always understand as North Americans. That we're living a bit of a consumable, disposable. They expect things to last, so you have to have a certain level of quality. They would not accept anything less.
That's really fascinating. So so a lot of the Go Small Live Large viewers are kind of shopping for RVs, and you said 90% market share in RVs in Europe. Yes. So as they go out and look for RVs, what features, quality standards, what would somebody look for in a water, gas, heat system?
look for the Truma brand on the outside. It's I don't want to
Truma or nothing.
Truma or nothing. As far as technology goes, I don't always like to say we don't have competitions, but our competitors are at a different level when it comes to our product features and benefits. You're familiar with the Combi. You have a Travato. Winnebago is our largest customer. They use both our Combi on the B-Class vehicles, and they also use our water heater, the AquaGo on the Class C and the Class A vehicles. I think when you're looking at premium products, where you're paying a higher price point, a certain level of luxury, people are expecting that quality. They're expecting reliability. We have a less than 0.5% warranty, which includes my goodwill, and so we back our products, and if there's a problem with it, we will fix it. So I think that's as well, when you're paying that much money for a vehicle, you expect a certain level of expectation. The manufacturers that we work with are at that level where they say we want to have the best, and we provide them that capability that they can offer something.
That's really amazing. So Winnebago has been a pretty good partner. Now you mentioned you got some products here off camera, a new product innovation or product announcement. So let's go over there and take a look.
Yeah, sure, great.
So maybe just tell us what we're looking at here, and it looks pretty cool cut away.
Yeah, it's all of our stuff looks pretty cool. So that's the interesting about working with Truma. The technology level is a bit beyond what you'll find, and when you actually get to see the guts of what's going on here. So this is the new Truma Vario Heat. It's a very compact, similar concept to the Combi, except with no water. So this is just a furnace. This particular model is just propane only. So your propane will come in over here. This has your air intake here. It's a very compact design, and it's designed to actually be installed in multiple orientations. So it can be installed flat on its back like this. It can be installed standing up, or it can actually be installed going straight up and down. So it allows for a lot more flexibility in the manufacturing design for the manufacturers, and it offers a similar exhaust system where we have our tube-in-tube design, where again, it does not have to be directly against the wall, so it allows for greater flexibility. Similar technology to the Combi with the controller, so your CP Plus controller that you're used to with the Combi, and then you have you're familiar with the temperature sensor as well. So those are separated units, which is also helpful in the technology, that you can have the controller where it makes sense to have it, and then control the temperature point away from the actual controller. This again will run 11,500 BTU, so it's meant for smaller vehicles. If you wanted to go into a larger vehicle, it's meant for, you would have to probably put two units in there, but it's running at over 90% efficiency. So all that propane that you're putting into the unit, you're actually getting out as usable heat, and it's not going out the side.
It's a heat exchanger, and then air runs through that heat exchanger for the forced air, and then it radiates into the tank for the hot water. Elements can work independent of the propane. So you can do just propane, or you can do just electric, or you can do a mixed mode where they run together.
And that's a real separator for this product as well. So we offer the only system pretty much in the world that offers forced air electric heating in combination with propane. So most systems you will not find an electric forced air heating furnace. Okay, ducting, again, that allows for the distribution of the heat throughout the vehicle, and you'll see the ducts, and I think there's been a run on these lamellas that the Travato group has been ordering to install inside the vehicle to help direct the air. But we work with the manufacturers to provide them a complete system. So we provide all the parts that is required to actually build up the system in the vehicle, and we work with them. So we have that knowledge that we bring from Europe as well, after doing this for 70 years, on how to best distribute that heat inside the vehicle so that it is comfortable. We're always focused on the comfort of the camper, right? And in the end, that's what really matters, is that you're comfortable and you can enjoy your time when you're camping. You want to be off the grid. Whatever you want to do, we can support you in doing that. Familiar with on-demand water heaters in their house, very standard for European models. What we've done is we've gone beyond the typical on-demand water heater, and what you see here is our temperature stabilizing vessel. One of the issues with on-demand water heaters is you get this cold shot of water. We wanted to remove that cold shot. What we've developed is this system where we actually create this cyclonic effect with the water, and we mix the water to to ensure that you have very even, constant temperatures. So we have a very precise microprocessor which will open and close the valve and allow gas to go into the unit. As well, we've introduced some other technology here. One of the things with on-demand water heaters is you're putting so much heat energy into the water so quickly, you will precipitate, if you're in hard water conditions, calcium onto the tubes. So we've developed a system where you can actually clean out the tubes and bring them back to original conditions. That's all within our system here. Even to drain the system, our engineers have come up with what we call the easy drain lever. They pop this down, the water flows out and away from the side of your vehicle, so you don't have these lines down the side. Very quick and easy. The unit, if you want it to winterize, all I do is that, and then we're done.
Well, Mark, thank you so much for sharing with the audience. It sounds to me like it's Truma or nothing. I sure like my Truma. I had my true first hot water shower this morning, 120 degrees. I'm like, oh, I actually ran out of
Water?
No, I ran out of things to soap up and rinse before I ran out of water. I was amazed. So,
Okay,
so thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks, Scott. Thanks for coming by.
I could just kind of sit and watch this all day long. Put some LED lights in there and we're done.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there is one. Oh, no way.
Yeah, it'd be better to see it in the dark, but it's kind of bright.
That's really cool.